We're just kidding.
Okay, we'll go ahead and get started. I was going to welcome all you guys, and I'm just reading. I'm going to introduce the speaker, Leah. And Leah, same on her too? She's muted. Okay. Well, Leah from East Grand Forks, Minnesota, and Sam is a full-time artist and graphic designer with 2 side businesses in airbrushing, artists, and photography. Leah has her master's degree in wellness management with 12 years experience in public health and wellness industry and 3 years experience in network marketing. So a lot of good experience. They joined World Global Network in February, and in just 9 weeks, they were promoted to the rank of Diamond, which is 50,000 US dollars sales in a 7-day period. They're overcome with gratitude already for the journey and have no intentions of slowing down. And let me tell you, Leah has been fabulous. She has actually helped me get where I am. And it's like we've become such good friends because I call her like every other day, helping me, guiding me, and hopefully I can repay her by giving her a break and helping her with some of these 3-ways and hope eventually, I guess, launch calls. So
yes. Awesome. Thank you so much, Manisha. Thank you guys all for jumping on here with us tonight. I tell you what, so we have an organization of over 390 people right now, and this call that you guys are on, this team here that's organizing this call, they are my fastest growing team. So you are on the right call. So I'm super excited to spend the next 20 minutes or so with you guys. I know we probably have a mix of people on here. I know when we do I do many of these launch calls every single week as we have new team members come on, and there's always a mix of people. Some of you maybe you're looking at an opportunity and really need a change of something. I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody out here. All right. Well, I try.
It's working.
There we go. Awesome. So maybe some of you were looking for something, you just need to change your pace, need a new job, whatever. So we never know what we're looking for when these opportunities come by us. Or maybe you guys are just on here doing somebody a favor. They invited you and are like, okay, I'll check it out. Or maybe you're like my husband and I, and honestly, we were not looking when this opportunity came across our path. We have 3 businesses already, full-time job with my husband, 3 kiddos. Life is crazy, like for most people. So we definitely weren't in the market for an additional business. But when I got sent that 2-minute video, like Manisha said, my background is public health. I was like, holy cow. Like I was completely blown away what we're going to be able to do with such a product. And I'll get into that in a second here. What it is, but I encourage you guys to, I'm going to throw a lot of numbers and whatnot out, so if you have a pen and paper, you can go ahead and take some notes. I'm going to get my screen shared here. Okay. Can everybody hear me okay? Thumbs up? Good, awesome, thank you. All right, so our company here is World Global Network, and we do have an income disclosure we always play at the beginning of our presentations.
To see our full income disclosure, please visit our website at www.worldgn.com.
Awesome. Okay, so like I mentioned, the company is called World Global Network, and you likely have never heard of the company before, unless you're in other countries, because it is a 6-year-old company, but this is the first time it's ever been in the US and Canada. So right now we are super ground floor launching a continent and launching our product called the Hilo around the world. So most probably saw the 2 or the 5-minute video, but in case you didn't, in case somebody just said, hey, get on this call tonight, I'll fill you in later. Our flagship product right now is called the Hilo. So it is literally the most advanced wearable technology in the world right now. So it does things such as heart rate, breath rate, mood, energy. We have a 2-lead EKG. It does blood pressure. The blood pressure is huge right now for people. And we also have something called the Guardian function, which you can, all these bioparameters that our device reads, you can set ranges. And if your bioparameters go out of that range, you can have Guardian set up to where a loved one would get an alert that you're out of range, and so you can also be monitoring other ones if you think of aging parents, maybe somebody that's got an illness, anything that you just want to know if something is not right. You will get an alert to your phone, a text message and an email. Plus, we also have something called the panic button here, right on the side of the device. If you push it twice, right now, if I push this, my husband would get a text message to his phone saying, Leah set off her panic button, and here's her GPS coordinates. So again, thinking of aging parents, thinking of, teenage kids, like we have so many people that apply this in different places in their life that they're like, oh my gosh, that is amazing. That I would know if they're just not in a situation where they're not comfortable, they're hurt, whatever, where they can't pick up the phone and call, I can come to their location within moments. So really, really exciting. And then on the bottom here, it shows you what's to come. So our device already is amazing, but now within fourth quarter, and some of these will be on the next generation Hilo, we will have blood alcohol monitoring. So people will be able to look at their phone and know what their blood alcohol levels are. You can know if it's already, if you can get in your car and drive. We will have a mosquito shield. There will be GPS tracking, and we will have blood glucose monitoring. You guys, we'll be the first device like this, that from a sleek device on your wrist and somebody monitoring on their phone, people will be able to know what their blood sugar is doing. Like, this is going to be so, so huge. So there's 5 main points I'm going to cover. Now that you kind of know what our main device is, it's that this is an extremely relevant product. This is the first point. So we are in the industry of wearable technology, and this information on here is according to Forbes. So we know that last year there was 123 million devices sold around the world, and that made it a $14 billion industry. Now, in the next 2.5 years, so by 2020, we are going to go to 411 million devices and an increase of $20 billion. So if you look around, like 1 in 4 people right now have something on their wrist, and this is going to increase almost 4-fold in the next 2.5 years. So, and this is where this industry was going even before World Global Network came in here. It's where it's going. We know technology literally runs the world. Like, it doesn't slow down, it doesn't move backwards, and it doesn't wait for you and I to understand how every little fine tooth of it works before it makes leaps and bounds into the future. Like, technology companies literally run the world. If you think of things like Airbnb and Tesla and Uber, and just these things have boomed overnight. But this is the first time in history that the average person, my husband and I, we're special, but we're not any special people. It's everybody on this call, like you guys, this is the first time in the world that just the average person can get a little piece of technology money, because we are literally launching this device around the world. Okay, so the second thing is we have no competition. So we are in the industry of network marketing. Like, this is a 100-year-old industry. And this is, when I say network marketing, I mean direct sales, MLM, all the companies out there in this space that you can think of, they all fall under the umbrella of network marketing. Last year, it was a $183 billion industry. Like, it's growing leaps and bounds because people know that now there needs to be another way. Like, people are coming out of college with extreme debt and making incomes that, for the most part, hardly can pay back those student loans. And 75% of people right now can't even retire. So this is just another way in this industry of network marketing. So we know there's a lot of good companies out there, but 80% of this industry is lotions and makeups and skincare and supplements. That's the majority, which there's good companies, but most are just really crowded conversations, because now there's so many that have similar product lines. People are having to, mine's better because of this. No, mine's better because of this. There is no other technology in the industry of network marketing. Okay, so in that space, we have no competition, but we also have no competition even at Best Buy or at Target, because there is no other device like ours in the world. We are absolutely first to market. And last week, 2 weeks ago now, we just got voted as actually the #1 direct selling product and of all the products out there right now. So we just have clue after clue after clue that we are in the right place. So on the right side here, you will see we have been featured on Fox News 3 times because of us being a device like none like it in the world. Toshiba, so we have a partnership with Toshiba, which is going to be my third point here, but they actually brought the Hilo to the biggest technology convention in the entire world in January. So of all the products out there that Toshiba has, it was the Hilo that they chose to feature. And if you guys watch stocks, our stock went from like $1.50 per share to $14 like over the course of that weekend. So like I said, my third point is we have a partnership with Toshiba. You guys, that's like the literal tech giant, 100-year-old, multi-billion-dollar company, Toshiba. They have partnered with our company, and that's the first time ever that a technology company has partnered with a network marketing company. And people ask us all the time, so why is this device sounds amazing, why is it not going to be sold at Best Buy? And actually Toshiba came to Fabio, our CEO, and wanted to buy our device, knowing what it does, but he would not sell. He knows that that through network marketing, it's the fast and most efficient means of getting any product to market, and we have seen that absolutely come to fruition. So our CEO Fabio here, he is like a tech genius. Like, he made his billions in telecom and other industries because he was one of the first people to invent the LCD touchscreen. He was one of the first people to bring internet to Italy. Like, he's known as the Steve Jobs in the wearable tech industry now. So he actually got into this space of wearable tech last year because he had a father with diabetes, and he watched his quality of life decline throughout his, he's working towards retirement, and the illness started taking over, and he started going blind and all that. And he's just like, wow, I know he's kind of a genius in this creative invention space. So he said, I need to use my God-given talents to better quality of life for people. And so the company did a complete 180, got into this space of wearable tech, and that's where we are today. And so this partnership has brought people that maybe never would have considered network marketing, because we really have that third-party validation. And their lawyers, before they agreed to partner, because that's never been done before, Toshiba's lawyers looked this company up and down for 3 months, just had to make sure they were completely, before they were going to put their name on it, everything had to check out. And we have a AAA rating in the Direct Sales Association. We are publicly traded, top 100 multi-level marketing company, like everything checked out. So they were like, game on. So another thing that's going to continue to increase to set our device apart from anything else like it is right now we have something called Open API. So what that means is we have app developers, over 200 right now, working on apps that are going to take the bioparameters that our device reads and make even more customized features for our customers. So our device is actually going to increase in value over time. If you guys are familiar with the story of Apple, I don't know if you guys followed that at all, but it was back in 2007 when Apple entered the mobile market. And so it was Nokia and Motorola at that time that really dominated the space. And it wasn't because Apple had awesome hardware or, because of their touchscreen that made them completely dominate. It was because of the entrance of their app store. So the first year they had 800 apps, and now fast forward to today, there's 2.3 million apps on the Apple App Store. And every time people download apps or plugins or anything where there's a small fee, those are called microtransactions. And that's responsible today for $3 billion in revenue every single month for Apple. So bring that to today, our conversation here with the Hilo. We just so happen to have Antonio De Rosa on staff here at World. And most aren't familiar with that name, but know what he did, or are familiar with what he did. He was the designer of the iPhone 5 through 7, and he is now at World. So he actually designed the Hilo. That's why it's a very sleek device. You'll notice our packaging. I mean, it looks like an iPhone box. So it's been pretty exciting to have him, like working alongside him. And he actually says that since he was with that journey through Apple, he says that our App Store is going to do for the Hilo what the Apple App Store did for the iPhone within that industry, and completely wipe out the competition. And what that means for us as distributors, because this is all great and awesome for our customers, but now for us as distributors, every time somebody downloads one of these apps that are going to come out to our app store, that's going to be additional income that you will get paid out on. So people will have your Hilos all over the world, and as they go, all they have to do, it won't be something you have to reintroduce or share. They'll just go to their app on their phone, click Hilo App Store, and download a new app that's customizable for whatever their needs are. And now that will be income for you. Okay, so our fourth point is we have incredibly, incredibly easy systems. So we call this network marketing of 2017. Like, where are we all at? Like, some people are in their home office, in their living room. We oftentimes have people calling in from their kids' t-ball game, just with the headphones plugged in, or wherever. Like, this is how we do it. We have a 2 and a 5 minute video that we share with people to just share what our device is and introduce them to the business opportunity. And when people are want some more information, we do these launch calls or the 30-minute webinars. We have live webinars right now 2 times a day, every day at 2 and 8:30 Central Time, and that people can jump on and hear more about the business opportunity. There is no parties, there is no hotel meetings, like everything is done from your phone and from your computer. My husband and I actually, we took a trip to Jamaica last month, and we were sitting on our balcony of our resort room, and I was doing a launch call like this. And after I was done, I was like, I could get used to a business like this. Like, we can do this from anywhere when we travel. And so it's because of these super simple systems that we already, if you guys Google business for home, top 200 network marketers, there is a ranking of all the people in this space based on income level. We already have 10% of that list. You can see on the bottom here who that is, what number they're ranked, and what their estimated monthly income is right now. And while these numbers are ridiculously impressive, the main point I want to drive home here, everybody else on this list has been with they were, their first ones to launch their companies, and they've been with their companies for 15, 20 years. Nat and Shanita Pranatupra, who are right now ranked number 4, have been with this company for 14 months, already up to number 4, and we're pretty sure in the next 2 to 3 months, they will be at number 1. You guys, over $1 million a month in 14 months. And it's because of all the things that we're talking about here, and because of how easy the system is to share. It is truly spreading like wildfire. So the 5th point is our compensation plan. You guys, I've never seen anything like it, and honestly, there's never been anything like it out there. And we actually have 6- and 7-figure earners leaving their companies and coming to World because of the things we're talking about, okay? This just shows you on here one piece of it, the check match. We have 10 generations of check matching. We have a 21% binary, and that, if you're new to network marketing, this stuff might not mean much to you, but when people are in this industry, they do a double take, like, say what? And it's so obvious because of this stuff that's why they're like, my 6-figure income in my company X, Y, or Z is nothing on what I can do in this company here. So all these things I'm talking about is responsible for this slide. So this was actually shared with us in Bangkok, Thailand. I went to the international convention at the end of May. And when I first started with this company back in February, I can't even believe it's only been 5 months now, but I knew that the company's goal was a 3% market share over the next 3 years. Because we also get the question commonly, what happens when there's other competitors? What happens when Apple can do blood glucose? Well, first of all, competition isn't bad. It actually means there's a demand, and that's fine. We only wanted 3% of the market share, because at 3%, that makes us a $3 billion company. Okay, so when we saw this slide presented to us, we were absolutely blown away, because we already have 5% market share after 10 months. Hang on one sec. I have somebody coming. Go find your dad, please. Go find your dad. Mommy's on the phone, okay? Go find your daddy. Charlie, go find your dad, please.
We'll just get mad at me.
All right, so back to this. So right now we've already passed Microsoft, Sony, and Jawbone in this wearable tech space. So we are number 4 right now. So the only companies that we haven't surpassed yet are Samsung, Garmin, and Fitbit. So with the entrance of our app store, because this is even before the app store, and where we've come in just 10 months, we are very confident that we are actually going to dominate the space of wearable technology. So super exciting stuff. So there's something else, another product that we have coming down the pipe here, projected to be released 4th quarter. It's an Infolleol phone. So what the kind of claim to fame behind this phone is, it is going to be the first electromagnetic radiation-free phone on the market. So we know that we are more plugged in than ever before in history. But since our phones are so multifunctional, people's phones don't leave their side, and we have tablets, and because of all of that, we know that that long-term radiation, it's not good for us, and there's more and more research being done in this space. You can actually Google electrosmog on YouTube and see a lot of good videos on this. And over in the Asian countries, they're so well aware of this already. We're just a little bit behind here in the US. They all have devices within their homes that help to minimize some of that. So now we are going to be releasing the first phone, but not to mention, it also is, obviously, since we have Antonio de Rosa, super sleek. It's got a bezel-less screen, meaning the screen goes all the way to the edges of the phone. It's supposed to have a 4 to 5 day battery life, which I was like, you can just sign me up right there. You had me at battery life. So you guys, we are publicly traded. Like this alone also brings people to this industry that would maybe never even consider network marketing before. If you guys follow stocks at all, it's WRMT is the ticker symbol. And it's just been really exciting to see even what we are doing in the field is making this stock increase. And you guys, between you and us, Fabio's goal is to get the shares of the stock to $100 per share, where this is going. So just another thing that gives us, we are completely debt free. We have open financials, like everything checks out. So you guys, there's basically a few steps to getting involved here. The first thing is you pick your pack. Okay, so if you're on here and you're just like, oh, this band is really awesome. I don't necessarily see myself building a business, but I want that band. Our personal pack or the single box set is the best bet for you. So it's $349. You get the Hilo. You get a set of our colored bands, which is there's 5 different colors that you can switch out the bands for, and you get the germanium stones with that. All of our business builders typically come in with either a family pack or a premium pack, and this reduces your price point down per device. So with the family pack, you get 4 Hilos, 4 sets of color bands, and 4 of our BioZen, which I haven't mentioned the BioZen yet. That is actually a sticker chip you can put on the back of your electronic devices. So now this makes my phone radiation free. And we put them on all our phones, we put them on our tablets, all that stuff. So you can get in the family pack, you can get 4 BioZen in here with this. And this has actually been just a recent addition. And then the premium pack is the greatest savings. So you save nearly $1,200 because you get 6 Hilos, 6 sets of color bands, and 6 of the germanium stones and 6 of the BioZen. And the germanium stones are actually on the inside of the band here. So you can see right there how I have it. So that it helps increase blood flow and works with inflammation and whatnot. So we have an app coming out also that will measure blood oxygen levels. So we have people that are waiting specifically for that. They're customers that are excited to get that because it's based on their disease state and whatnot. They have to monitor that. So the first studies that we've had have shown that people wearing the germanium stones, within 10 minutes, it increases their blood oxygen level by 1 to 2 points. So basically you pick your pack and you get involved, and then we just help you get started running. And we have something called a loyalty membership that all of our business builders are on, but we do have customers that choose to get on loyalty as well. And if you're familiar with other companies out there that have different auto ship programs, you buy so much product every month. This is the equivalent of our auto ship, and this is where your residual income comes in. So like I said, every business builder is on it, but they've made it so valuable that we have an 80% retention rate. When people sign up for loyalty, they stay on it. And the industry standard for the auto ship programs is about 10 to 12% of people stay on auto ship. So we have with the loyalty program, you get 5 of the Hilo app upgrades, meaning you get a free app to read your device. You don't have to pay anything once you get your device to use it. But some people want to have their data stored over time in this new feature coming called the Life Log. So with that, typically people would pay $12 a month to have that upgraded version. On the loyalty, you get that covered on 5 devices. So that's a $60 value itself. It's also a protection plan. So if you were to, break your Hilo, however, or drop your phone, break it, you can actually replace 2 devices per year, no questions asked. And this next one is kind of what I'm like, okay, sold. Like it's a no-brainer. You get 75 points, which is equivalent to dollars, deposited every month into your back office to now spend on additional product. So if you just want to buy more Hilos, if you can use it towards getting the phone when it comes out, or we will have future devices. There's going to be a Hilo LX2 that comes out, and we've seen some of Antonio's smart sketches for the kind of the template for the next device, and it does have like a digital screen. And I haven't, don't quote me on this, but I would bet that next device is actually going to work with the phone, similar to the iPhone and the iWatch. So all the dollar every month you're spending $59, getting all this stuff and getting $75 in your back office deposited for more product. And you get an additional 1% of your team volume commission. So you actually, instead of just earning 20% each week, you earn 21%. So it's really a no-brainer. And if you can kind of conceptualize this as far as the residual income goes, you get 30 sales volume every month when somebody's loyalty renews. And we speak in terms of sales volume since we're an international company. And so fast forward, in 4 months, we have an organization of nearly 400. You just keep doing this 3 to 5 years, you have 10,000 people in your organization every single month renewing their loyalty plan. Okay, we'll just divide that in half, and that's 30,000 sales volume every single month you're getting paid out on. So this is where we call that's the residual income from it. So you guys, we've covered a lot of stuff on here, but really It's a no-brainer. Between the 5 points of us being absolutely first to market, no competition, in an industry that's going to have $20 billion of growth over the next 2.5 years, and we just want a small slice of that, and our partnership with Toshiba and that we're publicly traded, this is just, it was a no-brainer for us. Once we did our 24 hours of research, and I was even involved in another company that I had built up for 3 years, and it replaced a full-time income. So I knew that this had to be pretty significant for me to walk away from that. And I was like everybody else out that has seen this out there, and it said, game on. Like, there's nothing been done like this before. So as we wrap this up, one thing I want you guys to understand, because of the way our compensation plan is, positioning is key. So we have a binary compensation plan, and when you come in, you basically get your spot in the organization, and you share a common leg with your upline. So every time people continue to get enrolled, say you sign up tonight, and our organization is enrolling many people per day right now, everybody will get enrolled after you once you come in, and you will get to start earning on all the volume that comes after you. So if you can let one of the people that invited you to this tonight, let them know of one of 3 things, okay? You think it's a great product, but maybe the business isn't for you. Think about somebody that's in your life that maybe could really use an opportunity right now, and just maybe shoot them over a referral. Or B, you think this sounds pretty awesome, but you just maybe have a few questions or something that wasn't quite clear. Just shoot them a message and say, hey, I'm really excited about this, but I just got a couple questions, and we can jump on the phone and get those answered for you. Or A, you see the vision of where this company is going, and you are ready to get signed up. You just need to pick your pack. And the people that are ready to sign up tonight, they will get in first, and then they'll set up time to answer questions after that. So you guys, thank you so much for jumping on here with us tonight. Really excited about where this is going, and look forward to working with many of you soon. Take care, guys.